Please welcome Doug Taylor and Matt Granado, PHA President and CEO, to the stage.
PHA would not be able to achieve its work without the dedication and excellence of the entire PH community. Each of the individuals awarded tonight have exemplified dedication and service to the PH community and PHA by raising awareness so that the voice and face of the PHA community is heard, participating in advocacy efforts, fundraising to support PHA's mission, promoting quality patient care, and advancing PH research. Earlier this year, we solicited nominations from patients, family, friends, and medical professionals for these awards. I want to thank the awards committee and subcommittee and the committee chair, Amy Chabowski. We were honored to read all the nominations and were overwhelmed by the amount of good work happening across our community. And while we honor 9 special people tonight, we want to honor the contributions all of you are making to help change our lives for the better. Very few of PHA's accomplishments would be possible if it weren't for your hard work and dedication. Please give yourself a round of applause.
The Julie Paton Hendry Memorial Scholarship Award was established by PHA founders Pat and Jerry Paton. Their daughter Julie was the first non-patient PHA volunteer. This scholarship award helps a non-patient volunteer attend conference and is granted to 2 people who are extended family members or friends of the PH community who helps to further PHA's mission.
This year's recipient of the Julie Hendry Memorial Scholarship Award is Carene Hensley. Carene started her advocacy for the PH community after her husband, Brian, was diagnosed with pulmonary arterial hypertension in September 2025 after 2 years of misdiagnosis. During a critical hospitalization that tested her faith and resilience, Carene stepped into the role of full-time caregiver, managing complex treatments while drawing strength from the compassionate support of the Loma Linda PH team. Motivated by their experience, she has immersed herself in education and advocacy, engaging with PH support groups, connecting with others in the PH community, working with PH organizations across the United States, and working to raise awareness about the disease. Together, Carene and her husband, Brian, are developing a nonprofit focused on easing the financial and emotional burden families face during extended medical care by providing affordable lodging for those traveling long distances. Her efforts are driven by a deep commitment to helping others navigate PH and a shared hope for a cure. Please welcome Carene to the stage to accept this award. Step to the side.
The Outstanding Physician Award recognizes a physician who has been a leader in promoting excellent clinical care, research, education, or advocacy on behalf of PH patients and service to PHA.
This year's recipient of the Outstanding Patient Award is Dr. Anjali Vaidya. Dr. Vaidya is a nationally respected pulmonary hypertension physician whose career is defined by her commitment to delivering exceptional, patient-centered care and advancing the PH community. As professor of medicine at Temple University and director of its Advanced Pulmonary Hypertension, Right Heart Failure, and CTEPH program, she provides expert care to some of the most complex and high-risk patients, combining clinical precision with deep compassion and advocacy for patients and their families. Beyond the bedside, Dr. Vaidya is deeply dedicated to giving back to the PH community through her leadership within the Pulmonary Hypertension Association. Contributions to patient-focused initiatives and guidelines and long-standing involvement in awareness and fundraising efforts, including the Greater Philadelphia O2 Breathe Walk. Known for her accessibility, empathy, and tireless dedication, she consistently goes beyond clinical care to support, educate, and empower patients, making a lasting impact on both individual lives and the broader PH community. Please welcome Dr. Vaidya to the stage to accept this award. I'm sorry.
The Outstanding Allied Health Professional Award recognizes an allied health professional who has been a leader in providing excellent and compassionate care to PH patients, raising awareness, participation in advocacy efforts, fundraising, and service to PHA.
This year's recipient of the Outstanding Allied Health Professional Award is Susie McDevitt, DNP ACNP. Susie has nearly 3 decades of experience dedicated to advancing patient care through clinical excellence, research, education, and advocacy. Beginning her career at Duke University Medical Center in 1997 and continuing at the University of Michigan, where she now practices at Michigan Medicine, Susie has played a pivotal role in managing complex PH patients, leading clinical initiatives, and supporting research efforts. She developed and leads the Pulmonary Hypertension Inpatient Consultant Service, contributes to numerous clinical trials, and has helped shape data-driven research through PH database management, and a passionate educator and mentor. She has created patient education programs, trained healthcare professionals across disciplines, and presented extensively at national and international conferences while publishing dozens of scholarly works. Deeply engaged in professional service, she has held leadership roles within key organizations, including the Pulmonary Hypertension Association and the Pulmonary Hypertension Professional Network. Susie has made lasting contributions to improving the lives of PH patients and stands as a role model in the field due to her compassion, expertise, and commitment to holistic patient care. Please welcome Susie to the stage to accept this award.
The Outstanding Young PH Citizen Award recognizes a PH patient, less than 30 years of age, who exemplifies dedication to the PH community through any combination of the following: raising awareness, participation in advocacy efforts, fundraising, service to PHA, and helping to provide the public with a better understanding of the disease by becoming an advocate for the PH community.
This year's recipient of the Outstanding Young PH Citizen Award is Nick Herrera. Nick has been a passionate advocate for the pulmonary hypertension community since his sister Aubrey's diagnosis in 2017. His own PH diagnosis in 2021 further strengthened his commitment to raising awareness. In honor of his sister's memory, he founded Running Recycled, using his platform to inspire hope and educate others about PH. He has actively supported the community by leading a team at the Houston O to Breathe Walk, sharing his story during the PHA 2024 Journeys Lunch, and being featured in both PHA and local publications. Nick also advocates at the policy level, including writing to Congress to improve access to supplemental oxygen. Through his words, actions, and unwavering positivity, Nick reminds others that PH is a diagnosis, not a destiny, living each day as a powerful example of courage, resilience, and possibility. Please welcome Nick to the stage.
The Outstanding PH Citizen Award is given to a PH patient who exemplifies dedication and service to the PH community and PHA through any combination of the following: raising awareness, participation in advocacy efforts, fundraising, and helping to provide the public with a better understanding of the disease by becoming an advocate for the PH community.
This year's recipient of the Outstanding PH Citizen Award is Eric Borstein. Eric is a dedicated advocate for the pulmonary hypertension community, transforming his personal PH journey into a powerful force for awareness and support. After his pulmonary arterial hypertension diagnosis in 2020 and subsequent 16-day ICU stay, Eric channeled his recovery into action by founding Where is EB, a movement committed to raising awareness and critical funds for those living with PH. Through extraordinary personal determination, walking more than 14,500 miles between 2022 and 2024, he has inspired countless others while demonstrating resilience and hope in the face of chronic illness. Eric's commitment extends far beyond his own story, contributing to multiple PH-focused organizations focused on advancing research, care, and patient support. His unwavering dedication continues to make a meaningful and lasting impact on the lives of individuals and families affected by pulmonary hypertension. Please welcome Eric to the stage.
The Outstanding Caregiver Award recognizes a non-patient caregiver whose efforts are focused on the needs of a loved one with PH and who does what it takes to ensure the patient has the best quality of life possible.
This year's recipient of the Outstanding Caregiver Award is Matt Schusler. Matt is a devoted caregiver to his wife, Heidi, and dedicated advocate on behalf of his wife and the entire PH community. Since Heidi's pulmonary arterial hypertension diagnosis in 2017, Matt has been a steadfast support for Heidi, attending every medical appointment, offering strength through hospitalizations and procedures, and celebrating every milestone with boundless encouragement. Beyond his role at home, he is deeply committed to advocacy and service, actively supporting initiatives such as the SOAR Act in Washington, D.C., volunteering at the Greater Philadelphia O to Breathe Walk, and helping lead the Heidi's Fighters golf tournament. Through his generosity, leadership, and willingness to give his time and resources, Matt exemplifies what it means to be an outstanding caregiver. Selfless, compassionate, and dedicated not only to his loved one's well-being, but to advancing hope and support for all those affected by pulmonary hypertension. Please welcome Matt to the stage.
The PHA Support Group Leader Award recognizes a PHA support group leader who provides a welcoming environment for patients, families, and friends of PH patients, champions and serves PHA by leading local efforts to raise awareness, leads and participates in advocacy efforts, and acts as a PH ambassador to the general public.
This year's recipient of the Outstanding Support Group Leader Award is Beverly Bev Lipmyer. Bev holds more than 25 years of leadership as a PHA support group leader. As founder and longtime leader of the Ann Arbor PH support group, she has provided guidance and education and unwavering encouragement to patients and families navigating a complex and often isolating diagnosis. Bev's ability to bring together patients, caregivers, healthcare professionals, and partners has fostered a strong, connected community focused on improving outcomes and quality of life. She also founded Michigan's annual statewide PH Luncheon, now in the 21st year, which unites hundreds of attendees, raises funds for research, and promotes PH awareness. Known for her warmth and compassion, Bev is often the first to reach out to newly diagnosed patients, offering hope, shared experience, and reassurance that they are not alone, continuing to inspire others to take control of their disease and live with purpose. Please welcome Bev to the stage to accept this award.
The PHA Philanthropy Award recognizes the increasingly important role that philanthropy plays in supporting the mission of PHA. The PHA Philanthropy Award recognizes a donor who demonstrates outstanding charitable commitment and whose generosity encourages others to raise philanthropic support for PHA.
This year's recipient of the PHA Philanthropy Award is Jessie Kohler. Since her pulmonary hypertension diagnosis in 2004, Jessie Kohler has dedicated more than 20 years to supporting the PH community. Her leadership was significant to the organization for nearly a decade, during which she served as a member of the Board of Trustees and chaired the Governance Committee. As a practicing attorney, Jessie has lent her legal acumen to PHA to develop board governance education and continues to provide high-level strategic guidance. Jessie's dedicated support of the PH Care Center program has been transformational, driven by the belief that every patient deserves the same life-changing early diagnosis and specialized care she received. Jessie and her husband Rick made an incredible $100,000 pledge in 2012 to support PH centers across the U.S. This unique gift was made possible through a combination of their personal contributions, a portion of legal fees received by Jessie's law firm in connection with her work representing patients in litigation involving fen-phen, the diet drug linked to PH, along with generous contributions from her law firm, family, and friends. Jessie is a tireless advocate for people with PH, and her impact is felt deeply. She has acted as a mentor to newly diagnosed patients and maintained a remarkable 15-year commitment as a Sustainers Circle donor. As a member of the Legacy of Hope, Jessie has ensured that she will support future generations through her estate plans. As a member of the Kitchen Table Society, Jessie is one of PHA's most impactful donors. Jessie resides in Santa Monica, California, with Rick and their children, Ella and Jack. Unfortunately, Jessie is unable to join us this evening, but let's give her a round of applause.
The Reno Aldrighetti Leadership Award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated exceptional leadership in advancing PHA's vision of a world without PH empowered by hope. The awardee will receive financial contribution from PHA to assist in furthering their work with the PH community.
This year's recipient of the Reno Aldrighetti Leadership Award is Ayatunde Omitogun. Ayatunde is a dedicated advocate and volunteer leader in the global pulmonary hypertension community whose work has transformed awareness and support for patients in Nigeria. After her diagnosis in 2013, she turned to the Pulmonary Hypertension Association for connection and knowledge, inspiring her to give back and ensure others would not face PH alone. In 2020, she founded the Cardiac Community Advocacy and Support Initiative, Nigeria's first patient-led organization focused on PH, creating vital networks of support, raising awareness, and helping patients access life-saving resources. Through her tireless volunteerism and commitment to building community, Ayatunde has amplified the voices of PH patients, fostered meaningful connections, and brought hope, visibility, and support to individuals and families navigating the disease. Unfortunately, Ayatunde is unable to join us this evening, but let's give her a round of applause. And now, I would like to invite all of the awardees to come to the stage for a final photo op.